Good morning and welcome to This Week with Pastor Dino. I'm Dino and I'm so glad to have you joining us here at First Presbyterian Church, where we are cultivating hearts for Jesus from the heart of downtown. Now, I was in the Bahamas with my family last week. Jen and I had a great time celebrating what we call our Hannahversary, because Hannah turned 2 years old and our anniversary was the next day. So it was a really fun time, and the beach looked like this. And so, of course, it was hard to come back, but I am glad to be here. Now, on Sunday, we talked through John 15, this whole vine and branches motif. I want to hone in on verse 5 this morning as our devotional. I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. Now, on Sunday, we talked about symbiotic relationships and the idea that we're connected to one another and that we need each other and we need our differences in order to advance the kingdom of God, in order to advance the church, advance the gospel. Now, we start with our foundation here in the idea that we are connected to Jesus Christ. So even before we're connected to each other, we're connected to Jesus Christ as individuals, as a church body, and we need to use that relationship as an example for how we ought to be with one another. Again, consider your spiritual gifting. Consider the fact that you're different than others who might go to this church, or if you belong to another church and you're watching online, consider that there are a lot of differences there, yet Christ has weaved us together as his body, his local body in that specific church, and his body throughout the world. So we have to embrace our differences and try to create mutually beneficial relationships that advance the kingdom. That is our calling. Thanks be to God. This week, the church office will be open Monday through Friday. We are getting all geared up for Holy Week coming up soon. Easter is April 17th this year, but before Easter Sunday, we've got a Good Friday concert. This is going to be an amazing production put on by our music ministry with an orchestra. There will be meditation and communion, and it's going to be a really cool Holy Week worship service. So we hope you'll join us on Good Friday. That's April 15th at 7 p.m. here, and we look forward to seeing you. We have a series that we've been going through called Organic Church. It talks about the church as a living organism and applying the principles of nature and living organisms to church life. It's been really enjoyable, and I hope you've gotten a lot out of it as well. Now, in terms of online programming, this week we've got breakfast and Bible study on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. That is held over Zoom, and you can join that class by going to bradenton.church/Zoom. We've also got worship at 9 and 11. We are streaming those services online, but the live experience has been awesome as people make their way back to church. And it's just been really fun to have everyone together. So we look forward to having you join us then. Again, we remember that we are connected to Jesus Christ first and foremost, but that connection serves as an example for us and how we ought to be connected with each other. We have to make sure that we keep the kingdom in mind, and each one of us is a different piece. Somebody reminded me it's like a quilt being put together, a bunch of loose patches, but when sewn together, it's a beautiful quilt and has a new function and a new life, and that's what we get to do in the church as well through symbiotic relationships. So with that in mind, we look forward to seeing you next time on This Week with Pastor Dino. Bye-bye.